Hello friends, welcome back. This is Kuldeep from QA Cubicle. Today we are going to learn about how to work with the dynamic drop-down list in Selenium WebDriver. So as we know, like there are different kind of drop-down lists like a static drop-down, dynamic drop-down and auto-suggestive drop-down. So I will like to cover about the dynamic drop-down list in today's session. So first let's try to understand that what does it mean, why dynamic drop-down manually, then we will see the practical demo for the same. Let me open the Chrome and open the website, that is the spicejet.com. Here you can see that there are two drop down. So first is the departure city, this one, and second is the arrival city. Now if I try to select this arrival city option, then you can see like it is simply blank. We are not able to see any values here. And when I try to select this departure city, then you can see like it is populating lot of values here. So we can select anything from here. Let's try to select the Goa from here. Okay. And now you can see as soon as I have selected the option from the first drop down, second drop down list is also getting populated. Okay. So now I can select anything from this list as well. So let's try to select Pune. Okay, so you can select Pune from here. So this is the concept of the dynamic drop down list where the values are getting populated dynamically. Okay, and now let's try to do the automate the same. So let me open the Eclipse and let's create one class name as the dynamic drop down demo and select this public static void main from here. And let me open this Chrome launch test and utilize the code to launch the Chrome browser. Okay, now in place of this amazon.com, let me paste this spicejet.com URL. Okay, let me refresh this page because we know like the values in the first drop down will be populated when we click on this box. Okay, so let's try to identify this web element. So simply right click, inspect. Okay, and with the help of this arrow you can highlight the element. Okay, so I've highlighted this element. So now we can see like inside the input tag there are various attributes available like ID, name. Okay, so as we have ID available, so let's go ahead with the ID. Okay, so I will comment this driver dot close as of now, and let me write the driver dot find element y dot ID and just paste the value of ID here. And as we need to click on it, so simply just do the click here. Okay, so now after clicking on this departure city, we need to select one departure city from here. So let's try to select this Goa from here. So I will inspect this as well. Okay, and here we can see like there is one tag A and but there is no name or ID available for this attribute. So let's try to create the customized XPath for the same. So I will write the A. So you can see like it has one value attribute and its value is GUI. So I will utilize the same. So I will write the A at the rate value equals to, in the single quote we need to write the GUI. Okay, so now you can see like it is getting highlight, which means our XPath is correct. So I will write the driver dot find element y dot XPath and simply paste the XPath which we have captured, and as we need to select, so simply click. As we have selected the Goa from here, then we need to select the option from here as well, say as Pune. So I will simply identify the XPath for this one as well. Okay, so I think we can go ahead with the same customized XPath and we just need to change the value. Okay, So we can write the PNQ. Okay, so you can see like it is getting highlighted here. Okay, now write the driver dot find element y dot xpath and simply paste the xpath and click. So guys, that's it. So what we are doing here, we are just let me refresh this page. Okay, we are simply clicking on this departure city, and after that we are selecting this Goa option, and then we are selecting the Pune option from here. Okay, so that's what I have coded here. Let's try to execute this program and see what is the outcome. Okay, so let's do one thing. Let's add some weight here as well. So I will write the thread dot sleep, although it is not ideal way to introduce the thread dot sleep, but as of now we will carry on with this way, and in some time I will explain other ways to handle such kind of weight issues. Okay, and let's do the same thing here. After clicking this GUI option like Go option, let's wait for some time, then we will select the PNQ, and let's try to execute this program. So let's run a Java application. So you can see like it has launched the Chrome browser and opened the spicejet.com. Okay, and now it will select on the departure city and it will select the Go option. Okay, and now it should actually select the Pune, but it has not selected. Okay, so let's see what is the problem here. Okay, so we can say there is one exception which says like element not interactable exception. So why it is coming? Okay, so let's try to figure it out. Okay, so we were dealing with this page, so simply inspect, Control F, and let's simply use this XPath which we have captured for the PNQ, and we will see like what is the problem. Okay, so you can see like it is highlighting the two elements here. Okay, so let me open this one, and okay, so this is the first PNQ, and after that it is selecting the PNQ from this drop down as well. So I hope now you got the point what is the why it is a problem here. Because in the Selenium it start the scanning of elements, like it starts the identification of elements from top left. Okay, so as soon as it is getting the option of PNQ, because we have selected this drop down list, so first option it will get from here, this PNQ. But as we have selected the Goa, so which means it has been disappeared, and now what it is trying to do, it is selecting this one which is coming from the arrival city. Okay, but as it is scanning from the top left, so it is trying to select the options of Pune which were displayed in this box, but it has been now disappeared because we have selected this option here. Okay, so that's why it is giving error, because it is still trying to identify and want to interact with the item which is displayed in this departure city. Okay, so how to fix this out? So to fix this out, we can use the concept of indexing. So what I will do, basically I will wrap this code in brackets, and I will put the index number 2. Okay, so what it will happen, it will now identify the option which is displayed here only. Okay, so now you can see like it is highlighting only one element here. So let's simply put it here. Okay, and let's try to execute this program again and see what happens. Simply right click and run a Java application. Okay, so you can see like it has launched the Chrome browser. It should ideally work now. Let's see. Okay, so it is selecting the Goa from here, and now it has selected the Pune from here. Okay, so you have seen like how we have solved the problem. So with the help of indexing, we have solved the problem here. Okay, so you can use the same concept when there are more than one elements with the same sort of properties. Then in that case, we can use the concept of indexing and highlight the required element. Okay, so guys, that's it for today's session. I hope you are able to get the concept of how dynamic dropdown works and how you can automate the same. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you so much.